Toyota warns about electrifying all automobiles in the world. In 2016, 81% of all cars sold in the United States came from Toyota. Toyota, being the veteran leader and the biggest car manufacturer in the world, definitely understands both the automobile market and the infrastructure that supports it, perhaps even better than Tesla or Volkswagen. So, when Toyota offers their opinion that the world is simply not ready for electric vehicles, and warns against electrifying all vehicles, is it exaggeration or the truth?
Now, Toyota just put in $50 million into your company. What are these big car makers learning from Tesla?
With major car manufacturers like GM, Ford, and Volkswagen pledging to go all electric in the coming decade, Toyota has so far refused to make such promises. There are around 289.5 million cars on US roads as of 2021, and just 2% of them are electric. There are 1.4 billion cars on the road globally, Toyota claims, and here even Musk agrees that we simply don't have enough electricity to electrify all cars. A 2017 US government report says that we need around 8,500 strategically placed charging stations to support just 7 million electric cars, which is around 6 times the current number of electric vehicles on US roads. While we are thinking about how we are going to support just 7 million electric cars in the future, what about the 300 million electric cars on US roads if all the major automobile manufacturers stop manufacturing gasoline cars? To put it simply, we don't have the capacity to connect all the cars into the power grids in the United States and the world, yet. While Musk has a straightforward plan, i.e. to electrify all the cars in the world, Toyota has a different plan to say the least.
It's a great honor for Tesla to work with a company like Toyota.
After investing $50 million into Tesla about a decade ago, Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda had no idea that Tesla would be its greatest rival. Toyota decided to enter into the partnership to be able to learn from Tesla's EV technology. Toyota RAV4 EV SUV, powered by Tesla, was the core behind the partnership, but its sales were abysmal. In 2017, the partnership between the two companies ended unceremoniously. It is believed that the core behind the breakup was the difference in the engineering operation between Tesla and Toyota, where Tesla's aggressiveness and risk-taking approach did not suit Toyota's conservative approach. After all, the Silicon Valley startups have a history of moving fast and breaking things. Toyota, the top industry veteran leader in automobile manufacturing by valuation, retracted back. It sold a portion of its share, about 3% stake of Tesla in 2014. In 2017, it went on to sell its entire stake in the company. What a gamble that was! It's about 4 years later now, and Toyota must be regretting the moves it made. Tesla is the most valuable automobile company today. Had Toyota exercised patience, its stake in Tesla would be worth $17.5 billion, representing a 34,600% return on investment. As the former partners become rivals, Toyota is desperate to outsell Tesla, who is fast becoming its primary threat. Toyota, who once used to be a market leader in hybrid electric cars, is now considered by the market as a follower rather than a leader in the electric vehicle business. Toyota, in their recent statements, certainly does not believe that the future is all electric. Toyota plans to outsell Tesla in the electric vehicle sector. However, the question that lingers in the minds of many is whether Toyota will fully adopt the electric revolution or stick to hybrid cars, which Elon says are.
I don't want to turn this into a debate on hydrogen fuel cells because I just think that they're extremely silly.
Toyota isn't dumping the internal combustion engines yet. Rather, it has a diversified approach to automobiles for the future. Toyota has come out pledging that in a decade it would outsell Tesla because of its diversified approach in the manufacturing of cars, where customers are free to choose between gasoline cars, hybrid cars, or pure electric cars. With the uncertainty of the future of technology, and with Tesla maintaining a status quo on leveraging any available technology and innovating to stay competitive, Toyota's dream may remain just a mere gamble. But Toyota's CEO downplaying Tesla's approach of focusing on electric cars may simply be unprecedented, especially with many automobile companies choosing to go green by reducing emissions. Currently, Volkswagen is leading in the move to cut down emissions in a decade. Tesla will remain far ahead in sales of EVs by 413,000 sales compared to Toyota, which will be doing 332,000 sales annually. However, amid all these productions and more efforts geared towards zero emission, Toyota still believes that its diversified approach will win the day, and that EVs may not be the panacea for the future. In a statement, the outraged Toyota's CEO, Akio Toyoda, said, We are losing when it comes to the share price, but when it comes to the products, we have a full menu that will be chosen by customers. The ambitious Toyota still believes the EV's idea is overhyped through unattainable policies and goals. According to him, nations may not be ready to support the infrastructure, like charging stations, and utilities, like electricity, or the transport sector necessary to sustain fully electric vehicles. Besides, Toyota believes it would be much too expensive for all automobile industries to transition from the current engine plants to acquiring new EVs, manufacturing equipment, as well as battery capacity. Currently, China, together with some European countries and the United States, have proposed for half of all new car sales to be zero emission, either fuel cell or battery electric, and half battery hybrid vehicles by the year 2035. Such policies, if implemented, are likely to favor companies that have already invested heavily in giant EV manufacturing plants like Tesla, which is currently the most valuable car maker with a market capitalization of about $600 billion. With over 5 automated functional gigafactories globally, and more coming up, Tesla is set to become the major competitor against Toyota, who is currently the world's largest automaker. Despite all the rhetoric, Toyota has continued its research on batteries. Another competitive advantage that Toyota is counting on to outsell Tesla is through their solid-state battery technology that has threatened the current lithium-ion battery used by Tesla. Well, if you are annoyed by the long duration it takes you to charge your Tesla, fret not. Toyota recently announced their prototype EV, powered by solid-state battery, expected to come out this year. It is reported that the solid-state lithium metal batteries developed by Toyota are lighter, charges super fast, a 10-minute charge time, occupies less space, is much safer, powerful, and gives 80% more range than the current lithium-ion cells used by Tesla and other electric vehicle automakers. As you know, battery technology is a key concern to many EV manufacturers, and therefore efforts are always geared towards improving battery technologies that will allow for cheaper production of eco-friendly batteries. However, Tesla may be reluctant to pick up on this new battery technology because they capitalized on the heavy battery pack placed at a lower compartment to increase their car's safety standards. Currently, all of Tesla's battery factories are churning out the regular lithium-ion batteries. Renowned for its high customer loyalty and being the first automaker to bring us the first ever hybrid electric car, Toyota is stepping up the game again by introducing a hydrogen-powered car. Taking a head-on fight with EVs for emission-free cars, Toyota has rolled out the production of the world's first hydrogen-powered cars, the Toyota Mirai, in a move that has been interpreted to be a game-changer in the automobile sector. The company says that the hydrogen fuel cell electric car uses hydrogen and oxygen where the gases are mixed in a cell to produce electricity and water which powers the car. Even though it is easier to produce than hydrogen, the hydrogen fueling stations are very few, and this poses the biggest challenge to hydrogen-fueled cars. The success of this new technology faced a major tragedy when customers started returning the cars to the factory following an explosion of a hydrogen processing plant in Santa Clara, USA in 2019. But Toyota has praised the technology, saying, "Besides achieving negative emissions, it also helps to clean up the air as the car moves." The tug-of-war between Tesla's electric cars and Toyota's mix of hydrogen-fueled, gasoline, and electric cars is simply tough to unravel. So, while it remains to be seen if we would be driving electric or gasoline cars or hydrogen cars in the coming decades, one thing that can certainly be said of Toyota is that it would continue to sell millions of its cars. Whether it's their solid-state battery-powered electric vehicles or gasoline cars remains to be seen. So, we will leave it right there. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon, so you won't miss out on any of our latest videos. Remember to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching this video. See you next time!
Give me something new, I want it back.